Hello, we're back again and it's Responding to Life. My name is Victoria NKATHA. Today's topic is all about unrealistic expectations that we set on ourselves. So sit back, take a cup of coffee because listen, I am going to talk about some of the unrealistic expectations that I've had on myself and how I've been able to manage them, and I'm still managing them. You see, in this journey of responding to life, I'm also responding to life and I'm learning as I go as well. And the thing is that I'm in the process of learning how to manage my expectations towards myself, because some of the things that kill me the most and eat us up the most, and I believe that some of you will also attest to this, is the fact that we have such high expectations towards how life is supposed to go that we forget that such high expectations sometimes can be unmet, and when they are unmet, we honestly do not understand why they are unmet and we feel as if we have failed ourselves. Now, let me give you an example. I'm a person, or rather a reality, actually, not an example, but a fact. I'm a person who has such high standards, such high expectations towards who I am, who I'm gonna be, and where I'm on the path towards. Now, the thing is that I want life to go like this, how I want it, and by the book. And sometimes this is good, and also it can be very, very bad. And when it's bad, it's very bad because you become numb towards other possible ways of doing things. And this is not healthy because life does not go the way you want it. Now, for me, I set my standards, standards is the wrong word, but expectations. I set my expectations up here. Now, I'm not discussing about goals, dreams, aspirations, or whatever. It's really good to have your goals, dreams, and aspirations up there. Now, the thing is that you also have to understand that life can be adjusted in terms of the way you get to your goals, and also the possibility that you may not hit it completely, and especially at the time that you want to hit your goal. Now, what do I mean by this is that I have my expectations up here. And once I do not, for instance, I may expect to get 100% in all my exams, right? And once I get 98%, to me, I feel like I'm failing. That may not be the best, the best example, but let's say you want a certain thing at a certain time. You want to achieve a certain amount of profit in your business at a certain time, and once you don't achieve that, maybe you achieve a bit lower, you feel as if you're lacking, you're failing, you start lashing out. And for me, my defense mechanism is to just go blank, and I become very toxic towards the people who are around me. I become a person who just shuts everybody out, and some of the people who are closest to me can be able to attest to you that this is what happens. I shut them completely out and I become completely numb towards them trying to get to me. And this is something that I've also experienced other people come to me with, and I relate to it. Now, the thing is that shutting yourself out in that way and building this defense mechanism is not the way to go about it. It's simply about managing your expectations. One, manage your expectations towards the fact that if life is going to take a detour, for instance, with the pandemic, something that you have no control over, you need to be able to detour as well and adjust as well. Being able to adjust to the way life goes creates a system that can be able to survive in any situation and can be able to grow with any situation. If you're a person like me who just wants life like this, I kid you not, life will not go like that, and it can end up breaking you. It can end up breaking you in so many ways, because the thing that eats you up from inside is the most dangerous thing that you can be able to, that you cannot control. And the things that eat you from outside, you can set a block to, but what eats you from inside is very, very hard to control. And you'd rather shut it out before it starts eating you up. And this is what happens when we face depression. It's often, I think 80% of what we face is from within us. And it's because we have not been able to manage it. Speaking from experience, to be honest. Now, how I did this is that I ended up understanding that the process is very important. The results come as the process has gone. So if my process is good enough, it will give me a result that would, if not what I want, but somewhere close to where I want. Therefore, focus more on your process rather than on the result. Because yes, you may want to be somewhere, but you also need to understand there are very many ways to attain a certain goal. There are very many ways to go about. Like for instance, if you're a driver, I love using this example. If you're on a journey somewhere, you might hit a roadblock, and once you hit a roadblock, they will tell you this is a detour and you have to take this way. You don't start becoming hard-headed and saying that this is the road that I have planned, I need to move on this road, because maybe there are roadworks ahead, and if you continue on that road, you'll end up falling into a ditch or something like that. And that is what happens in our own lives. You end up forcing your way towards what you want, but life is not taking you that way simply because that road might be detrimental to you and your goals. And that is what happens when I shut people down, and when I go back into my small cocoon, I block out the possibilities of being helped and being able to see life in a different way, hence being able to detour towards a certain another route. And this is the thing, there's so many roads to where you're gonna go, and you need to be able to adjust towards this road. Same way I'm learning how to adjust. I'm learning how to accept the fact that my expectations might be out here, but I need to manage my expectations and be able to accept the adjustments of life to be able to get to where I need to get to. But once I have my expectations up here and I expect life to go the way I want it, I will be putting myself and the people that are around me at a place of toxicity, and this is not what we want. I might fall into depression, or even worse, being suicidal, simply because things are not going the way I wanted to, and I will start feeling as a failure. I'll start feeling as if I'm lacking in terms of my skill set, in terms of my knowledge, in terms of who I am, and this is not where we want to be at. So be able to manage your expectations, accept the fact that life can happen, adjust towards life, but don't lose focus, don't lose where you want to go, and be able to be flexible. Be flexible and get to where you need to be healthily and in the best way possible. With that said, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of our videos. Also, do not forget to visit us on our website, www.respondingtolife.org. Also, do not forget to follow us on our social media accounts, responding_to_life and Victoria_NKATHA. That said, from us, with love, my name is Victoria NKATHA, and this is Responding to Life.